Elon Musk was not like other children. He grew up in Pretoria, South Africa, a place far from the world of rockets and electric cars he would one day command. He was a quiet, introverted boy. He often found himself lost in books. His mind was a universe of its own, filled with grand ideas and endless questions about how things worked. He would read for hours, devouring encyclopedias and science fiction novels. These stories were not just entertainment, they were blueprints for the future. He saw a world that could be better, smarter, more exciting. He felt a deep, burning desire to build it. His childhood was marked by feeling like an outsider. While other kids played outside, Elon taught himself to code. At 12, he created his first video game, a space-themed shooter called Blaster. He sold the code to a computer magazine for about $500. More than a small success, it revealed a powerful combo: imagination, technical skill, and entrepreneurial drive. Ideas could become real and valuable. His focus made it hard to connect with others. He was bullied in school. Rather than break him, it strengthened his resolve. He learned to rely on himself and his vision. He understood pursuing a different path often meant walking it alone. His dreams were not to fit in, but to stand out by building things that changed the world. He dreamed of space. He dreamed of sustainable energy. He dreamed of humanity expanding beyond a single planet. His journey began when he left South Africa, believing the future was being built in America. Upon arriving in Silicon Valley, Elon Musk was just another ambitious young mind with big dreams. He arrived with his brother, Kimball. The air was thick with the promise of the internet boom. He was ready to make his mark. Along with his brother Kimball, he started his first real company, Zip2. It was an online city guide for newspapers, essentially an early version of Google Maps, and like Yelp, they started with almost nothing. Living in a small office and showering at a local gym, they worked relentlessly, fueled by a belief that the internet was about to change everything. The early days of Zip2 were a true test of their endurance and belief. They had to convince newspaper companies the internet was an opportunity. That required immense salesmanship and a clear vision. Elon was not just the coder, he was the visionary. He would often sleep under his desk, then wake to continue coding and refining the product. It taught him the raw, gritty reality of building a business from the ground up. It was not glamorous, it was about survival and hard work. Their hard work eventually paid off. In 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for over $300 million. For most people, that would be the ultimate success. But for Elon Musk, it was just the beginning. It was validation that he could turn a complex idea into a successful business. The money wasn't the end goal, it was fuel for the next project. He reinvested his earnings into a new venture, X.com. X.com aimed to revolutionize finance, an online bank for faster payments. When eBay bought PayPal for a staggering $1.5 billion, Musk walked away with a personal fortune of over $180 million. With his fortune from PayPal secured, Elon Musk decided to risk it all. He did not buy an island or a fleet of luxury cars. Instead, he poured his money into two seemingly impossible ventures: SpaceX, a company to make space travel accessible; Tesla, a company to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. He founded SpaceX in 2002, driven by the belief that humanity's future depended on becoming a multiplanetary species. He encountered immediate skepticism. The aerospace industry was dominated by giant government agencies and established corporations. Experts told him he was crazy, that a private individual could never build and launch rockets into orbit. The early days of SpaceX were a series of heart-wrenching failures. First launch, the rocket exploded shortly after liftoff. Second launch, failed to reach orbit. Third launch, failed, taking satellites from NASA and other clients. With each failure, the company burned through more of Musk's personal fortune. The media mocked him and his critics felt vindicated. He was on the verge of bankruptcy, both personally and professionally. The pressure was immense. Simultaneously, Tesla was on the brink of collapse, struggling to produce the Roadster, production delays and cost overruns. The 2008 financial crisis hit, funding dried up. Tesla was weeks away from being unable to make payroll. He was working 100-hour weeks, sleeping on the factory floor, and fighting battles on every front. This period Musk calls the darkest of his life. He gathered the last of his personal funds and split it between SpaceX and Tesla, leaving himself with almost nothing. Then, a sliver of hope. On its fourth attempt, Falcon 1 reached orbit. SpaceX became the first privately funded company to reach orbit. Days later, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. Around the same time, Tesla secured crucial funding. He had stared into the abyss and emerged on the other side. Having survived the brink of failure, SpaceX began to achieve things that were once considered science fiction. The company didn't just want to reach orbit, it wanted to make space travel reusable and therefore affordable. This led to one of their most audacious goals: landing and reusing rocket boosters. Experts in the field said it was impossible, comparing it to trying to make a pencil stand on its end after dropping it from a skyscraper. Yet, after many spectacular explosions and failed attempts, SpaceX achieved the impossible. In 2015, a Falcon 9 booster returned from space and landed perfectly upright at its landing zone. It was a watershed moment for space exploration. This breakthrough fundamentally changed the economics of spaceflight. By reusing the most expensive part of the rocket, SpaceX dramatically lowered the cost of launching satellites and eventually, people. The company went on to dominate the global launch market, flying missions for NASA, private companies, and even other countries. But for Musk, this was all just a stepping stone. His ultimate goal remained the colonization of Mars. He unveiled his plans for the Starship, a massive, fully reusable spacecraft designed to carry humans to the Red Planet. This vision, once a childhood dream, was now a tangible engineering project being built in Texas. While SpaceX was reaching for the stars, Tesla was changing the world on the ground. After the struggles with the Roadster, the company focused on building a car for the mass market. The Model S, released in 2012, was a groundbreaking vehicle that proved electric cars could be beautiful, high-performing, and desirable. It won numerous awards and shattered preconceived notions. It was not just a car, it was a powerful computer on wheels, capable of receiving over-the-air software updates. This innovation forced the entire automotive industry to take electric vehicles seriously. Tesla's mission was always bigger than just cars. The company expanded into energy storage and solar panels, offering a complete ecosystem for a clean energy future powered by the sun and free from fossil fuels. Elon Musk's journey is a powerful story of both incredible success and spectacular failure. For every successful rocket landing, there were many that ended in fiery explosions. For every Tesla production milestone, there were periods of production hell that pushed the company to its limits. He has made bold predictions that didn't come true on time and faced intense public scrutiny. Yet, what defines him is not the absence of failure, but his reaction to it. Each failure is treated as a learning opportunity, a data point on the path to an eventual solution. This resilience is perhaps his most inspiring quality. His relentless drive has expanded beyond cars and rockets. He co-founded Neuralink, a company working to create brain-computer interfaces to help people with paralysis and potentially enhance human capabilities. He also started The Boring Company, digging tunnels under congested cities to create a high-speed underground transportation network. Each of these ventures tackles a massive, seemingly intractable problem. They are all high-risk, high-reward bets on the future driven by his core philosophy. This relentless pursuit has made him one of the most influential and controversial figures of our time. His successes have been monumental, but his path has been anything but smooth. He has fought battles with competitors, regulators, the media. He has been doubted, criticized, underestimated at every turn, yet he continues to push forward, fueled by an internal drive that seems almost inexhaustible. His story shows that changing the world is not a clean or easy process. It is messy, difficult, and requires a level of conviction that borders on obsession. He proves that one person's vision, when combined with incredible determination, can indeed bend the arc of progress. For young people watching from the sidelines, Elon Musk's story is a powerful lesson. It is a call to dream big, to question the impossible, and to work tirelessly on the things you are passionate about. His life is a testament to the power of perseverance. Find a problem you care about, learn everything you can about it, then dedicate yourself to solving it, no matter how many times you fail along the way. That is how you change the world.